Hey there guys and gals, welcome back to BackPocketGameReviews, and today we're going to talk about IGN's plagiarism scandal. It's technically not right to call it IGN's, it is Philip Mewson's plagiarism scandal. So what's going on is Philip Mewson got caught by another YouTuber named Boomstick Gaming pretty much ripping his exact review, and I mean word for word almost. He just did some fancy little word changes here and there. It's about as good as like a plagiarized report of an 8th grader, and it's very obvious. Especially if you watch Boomstick's Gaming side by side, where he shows his review and, well, Philip Mewson's review that got put up on IGN. Now, I'm not saying that a review can't be similar. I'm just saying when your timestamps match up and you are saying almost the exact same words as the other person on identical times, it kind of comes off as you plagiarized and you did it sloppily. Now here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this, I don't feel that IGN is so much responsible for this, and that's saying a lot because I am not known for being the biggest fan of IGN. I do like some of their podcasts, but I don't really read their reviews, mostly because their reviews, I tend to disagree with the scores. So now, where does this take a weird turn? And I waited to do this because I really wanted to see what avenues this went down before I had to pop out 4 or 5 different videos talking about Mr. Mewson. So he did a apology video. We'll call it an apology video. Trust me, I'm fully well aware of what an apology video looks like that isn't an apology video. Some of you have been here on my channel long enough to maybe remember an apology that was made to me that wasn't actually an apology video. Huh. So yeah, I'm familiar with this particular situation. He never says that he plagiarized the review, despite all of the evidence against him on this. He kind of blames everyone else and then kind of says Kotaku's just trying to get clicks off his name because the Kotaku writer stated, hey, there's probably more stuff this guy plagiarized, and even called him out saying some of his other reviews seem very similar to some. So yeah, clicks off his name. Dude, there's like 2 or 3 people over at IGN that anyone really cared about name-wise. Alana Pierce would be one of them, and Ryan McCaffrey would be another. There are others, but sorry, Mr. Mewson, you're not one of those individuals. It's a very nice rain outside, by the way, so if you get to hear the rain in the background, just enjoy it. Think of this as a relaxing video. So, in his video though, he like gives these words of encouragement to Boomstick Gaming going, keep it up, I was found by IGN because of my YouTube channel, which makes it even shittier because Boomstick Gaming wasn't really a large YouTube channel. He had around 10,000 subscribers prior to this whole incident, and luckily he caught it, which is probably why he figured he didn't have to change much in the review, was because it's not a well-known YouTuber. He was probably like, oh, I can get away with this. Now, in that video, he literally pretty much challenged people to try to find any other plagiarism that he made, saying there isn't any because it's all his own authentic work. Lo and behold, though, when you challenge the internet, shit happens. I literally mean shit happens. Let's see, they found him literally reading off a NeoGAF article, but wording it as what he found and his discoveries about HD Rumble on the Joy-Cons, or they found that he plagiarized a Nintendo Life review, or several others that have now been found to be suspiciously similar to other reviews. However, none of this really matters now because IGN did fire him after their investigation on this, and they removed all reviews and anything else pretty much that this dude worked on. So he is gone from IGN in total. Now, the bigger issue you have here is IGN already doesn't have a great reputation. They are already known for not being the best video game news website. They don't get a lot of love. We'll word it like that, just for the sake of politeness. And the shitty part is they literally, this isn't their fault. Like, they couldn't have controlled this. There's no way they could have been like, hey, we knew you plagiarized that beforehand. There's too much content that comes out every day for them to catch all of it. But they did investigate afterwards, and they did take the appropriate actions. And it's more heartbreaking when you see a lot of his colleagues, like people that even stated, hey, we were in your corner. And then they're literally just like heartbroken over this, because not everyone plagiarizes, and he tries to make it seem like he didn't plagiarize. It's just, it was a common great minds think alike kind of situation, which, yes, there is verbiage and wording that will always be found in almost every single review of a similar game. It is how those topics get handled, like open world or RPG. There are words that you use to describe certain things. However, when it is those words being used at the exact same timestamps as another YouTuber's video, and in the exact same wording, just slightly flirted up. He spiced up the wording a little bit. It's pretty shitty. And the crazier part is this dude probably would have kept on getting away with it if he didn't get caught by Boomstick Gaming. And the crazier part is the fact that he probably didn't think that's who he'd get caught by. Because the other ones, he does tend to change enough in to where it doesn't seem conspicuous. And he even said, he's like, you know, I watch other people's reviews to do my review. That's not how a review works. The review is supposed to be your authentic opinion of a game. There are times where I would love to get back into reviews, but they are literally one of the hardest markets to survive in. And I like talking about game news a lot. So, I'm really happy that this dude got exposed at least, especially when he's literally ripping off a smaller YouTuber. Well, I mean, Boomstick Gaming isn't really as small anymore. He got quite a bit of success off this. If you really want to see how deep the plagiarism was, go check out Boomstick Gaming's video where he literally compares the two side by side. And again, I think IGN did a great job acting on this as quickly as they could. And I don't even feel it was really damage control. A lot of this was probably, holy shit, this dude literally just copied all of this. And journalism is a very hard thing in general, especially when you get to video game journalism. We do hate on a lot of video game journalists, such as the guy with Cuphead who said the game was too hard, when that's kind of the selling point to Cuphead. Like, that was literally what the game was based on. Some games are made to be hard. That would be like me giving Dark Souls a bad review going, too hard. So, we do hate on video game journalists, but unfortunately this guy now just brought a lot of what ifs and bad publicity over to video game journalism. And it's going to be very hard for IGN to disassociate themselves with this scandal, despite how they handled it. I mean, I've done it myself here where I blame GameStop a lot for things employees do, but to a degree, in this particular situation, corporate and IGN acted fast to neuter the issue as quickly as they could. Whereas my other issue with other places is that they don't always handle the situation well. So it's not apples to apples, it's like apples to oranges, which are still comparable fruits, by the way. But in this particular situation, I feel IGN did all they could have done to damage control this and make the situation right. They even reached out to Boomstick Gaming to compensate the dude for all this. I think it's amazing though, because like, if you go on Philip Mewson's LinkedIn profile, he even used a template for his resume on there. And I'm not hating on people that use a resume template, even I use a resume template, but when your whole thing is you are a journalist, you are a video game journalist, that's what you do, most people kind of expect you to be able to write a resume freehand. Design your own kind of ideal. not so much me. I'm a bit on the crazy side, so that template helps keep my ADD in check. Just kidding. But I don't see him ever getting a job again in video game journalism. I don't see him being able to really work in that particular field. And I think this is really gonna hurt him even if he goes to other career paths. I mean, obviously, if you're willing to steal someone else's hard work, what else are you willing to possibly steal from them? Plus, everyone's worked with that colleague that takes credit for what you do. Everyone has that colleague. They've been there at some point. So, I really hope Philip Mewson doesn't get another job in video game journalism, because we all know where that'll go. And I'd love to hear your comments down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think IGN could have handled it better? Do you blame IGN or do you blame Philip? Personally, I blame Philip, especially after his D-bag apology video, which he took down and then started flagging people for doing reaction videos to it. You act like a dick on the internet, people are gonna act like a dick back. That's just sort of how it works. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, you can click that subscribe button, ding that little bell. It'll let you know when I upload new content. And I'll have plenty more videos coming for you, so stick around.